Hi everyone! For today's video, I've got the SKMEI 1338, which is a Casio World Time A500 ripoff. I've always wanted a sleek Casio World Time digital watch, but I don't know if I wanted to spend $65 on it. I don't really travel that much to other time zones, so it's a bit expensive for something I knew I wouldn't be using that much. I know buying an Homage is never going to be as good as the original, but I was curious enough to spend $11 on it, so here we are. I don't have a Casio A500 with me, so this is not going to be a comparison video. My goal is just to answer, is this a good watch for $11? The SKMEI 1338 has a case width of 33mm, length of 39mm, thickness of 11mm, and a lug width of 18mm. The case material is plastic with black metallic coating. As for the bracelet, it's made with folded stainless steel with black PVD coating. The bracelet's widest point is 24mm, which tapers to 15mm. It's pretty light on the wrist at only 50 grams. The water resistance is only 30 meters, so it's good for occasional splashes and hand washing. On the listing in Alibaba, it says they use a Seiko digital quartz movement. As for the functions, it has the main time, a second time, an alarm, a countdown, and a stopwatch. For the lume, it has electroluminescent backlight. Note that the world time is not like the Casio ones where you have multiple time zones. This one can only keep one other time zone, which essentially makes this a dual time watch, not a world time watch. As for the alarm, I wanted to note that the SKMEI only beeps 11 times, while my Casio beeps about 22 times. So what do I like and what do I not like about the SKMEI 1338? I like that for $11, I'm getting a Seiko digital quartz movement. It makes me pretty confident with the reliability and the longevity. I also like that the display is crisp. Usually, the cheap digital watches have a digital display that's too light or too faded, and that's not the case with this watch. I also like that they use an electroluminescent backlight. It's not the best because you need to have it in the correct angle to see it clearly with both eyes, but it's still better than what you get with the F91W. I also like how it looks on my wrist. If you don't mind it being a blatant copy of the Casio A500, then it's a good-looking watch. So what do I not like? What are the downsides of this $11 watch? It's not a world time. It's a dual time watch. You can only set for a second time zone. And when setting this second time zone, the map above here doesn't really follow along with the location, so you'd have to be familiar with the city codes to get to the time you want. I did not like that I had a tough time sizing the bracelet. I could not close the clasp here with my bare fingers. I had to use pliers. As you can see here, it looks beat up because of the pliers, but at least the black PVD coating didn't easily come off. I also did not like that the buttons are so hard to press. My fingertips were sore after initially setting everything, and because of that, I mainly use it for just checking the time. Nothing that requires me to press the buttons too much. Also, this part of the bracelet chafes my skin. I don't know if it's the same with the Casio A500, but I imagine all metal bracelets like this will have the same problem. And lastly, I did not like that it feels complicated to use the stopwatch or the countdown. Like it's not intuitive. For example, for the stopwatch, to reset the time to 0, I should be pressing reset, but instead I have to press light. So now I always have to refer to the manual to know where to press. I don't know if it's just me, maybe my brain is not as sharp as it used to be. Overall, there are a lot of downsides to this $11 watch. I wouldn't buy it again to give to someone else as a gift, given the difficulties I encountered, but I would personally keep mine since I've already gotten over the resizing and the time setting hurdle. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you'd like to see more digital watch reviews, check out these videos.